can dream again. I'll tell you all my secrets. Wearing courage like a second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for it forever. We can dream all night till the sun rises. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever. I'll meet you at the airport. You know that we can touch the sky. Dancing in the aisles. We're skating on clouds of fire. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. Open up the skies, see the heavens clearer. I could change your mind. We know where we came from. Set our hearts on fire. The dreamers are all here. We could change your mind. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for it forever. We can dream all night till the sun
Okay. Okay, so let me walk you through my code. I will try to explain as much as possible. Okay, so what I'm doing now is implementing a JavaScript engine inside of Castle Game Engine. This one here. Okay, let me check. So yes, okay. Okay, so right now we have this demo here. Okay, so to get Castle. Okay, so I'm working on this project like for 2 weeks now. It's all started like implementing small stuff. As you see here, I'm implementing small demo, like calling a Pascal function from JavaScript and vice versa. I tested this code on macOS, iOS, and right now on Windows, and it's working perfectly. So I will take this code and re-implement the full game in JavaScript. Okay, so let me walk you through my code. At first, all you need to implement JavaScript in your code, just use a QGIS engine. Okay, so QGIS engine is made by Billard. This one here. Okay. There is a new update. I will update it later. So right now I'm implementing, you know, what I have in this game. Like I'm following the code step by step, creating a window, set properties, initializing stuff. So stuff like snake class, I will do it in fully in GS. It will be like this. Let me show you. Okay, so no, not JSON. It's okay. Why it's not auto completing? Whatever. It will be like snake and constructor. Okay, and properties, methods, stuff like that. Okay, so I already implemented window class and some of its properties and callback methods. As you see here, I already implemented unrender callback properties like height, width, and functions like open and free. We need both because if let me show you. As you see here, there is no like anything related to Pascal. Everything is made, or you know, it will be running in this JavaScript code. So all you need to do is maybe open your window, or as in FreePascal demos related to Castle Game Engine, you will see it here. Okay. Examples. This one. uh, uh, no, I want. Okay, I can show you on the demo. Mm-hmm. So the LPR. Mm-hmm. As you can see here, we should call application main window open and run. This open and run, it's the same like if I'm already setting the main window property, and this function here just calling open then application run. Okay, so you don't have to do anything in FreePascal, just everything will be implemented in JavaScript. Okay, so right now I already implemented the window stuff, application stuff like on initializing, on initialize. On initialize is very important, as I see in the documentation of Castle Engine. It's important because it will give you some warnings about initializing stuff, you know, in the initialization section of the unit. Pascal people relate to this one. So as you can see here, if I highlight this, application on initialize, this one will be called back through the engine itself. Not, there is no call to this function or procedure. Okay, so stuff like loading images, sounds, reading configurations, etc. So this one is already called. I can show you here. Snake game. Okay, snake game.exe. Okay, so as you see here, this is okay, let me, you know, what? Okay, just to delete this one. As you can see here, GS initialize, it's just called before anything running. You can see this. How can I do it? I will implement sleep later, but if I didn't open the window, okay, so you know it will just call the I don't think it will call it. No, I think you need to open. Yep. So opening a window will call on initialize. Application run will run everything and keep it running, like this is a main thread loop. What? Okay, so I will follow this, you know, I will follow the game steps. You will see the main code here. I already implemented stuff like on initialize, creating a window, setting height, width, stuff like application properties. I will for sure implement it later, but I'm focusing on, you know, the main core that will make the game running. Okay, so we already have this one here. Okay, on press and other callback methods. For sure I will implement it, but step by step. Oh, and there is already a application on timer, but as you can see here, I already implemented JS timer. It's fully working. I will show you how it's working. So what you need to do is make a variable my timer equal a new timer, and for sure we already have some callbacks to set, like on on tick. What, where is, okay, this is here. Okay, okay, so here I'm depending on, the user is already setting the callback itself, so I'm getting the property from the GS object and just checking if it's already a function. If not, it will throw an error telling the developer it should be a function. Okay, so my timer dot on callback, it will be anonymous function. Okay, I can use JS ES6 syntax. I think it should be like this. I don't remember. Whatever, but I can, because QuickJS is already supporting ES 2020 and it's already implemented there. Okay, so let's do stuff like timer value equal. Okay, so I will use this one here, maybe incrementing the value on every tick. Okay, so I can control the, let's see here, this one, interval seconds. I think I need to check if user already setting this value, because I think it maybe, let's see if I start the timer without implementing the interval seconds. So starting a timer, you should pass a window, okay, because in Castle game engine, every object, I don't mean it like object, every class like timers or images, whatever, it should be pinned to a window. And if you check the, let me show you, if you check Castle game engine demos, Castle engine examples. Okay, I don't think there is a timer here. Okay, timer test. Okay, as you can see here, it's creating a timer. Creating a timer should be, you can do it like passing the parent application, create, take a parent object, in this case, the demo pass application. This will make application freeing the castle timer object. Okay, so as you can see here, window controls insert front. This one here and here, it insert every object related to this window. So as you will see, and timer start. I'm checking first on tech is already set or not. Then I'm getting the object related to this timer. If you see the creation of this one, you will understand. First I create a new prototype related to this timer class, and I create the timer normally with application, just if the user didn't use timer.free, so application will free it. I'm having a small structure here. It contains a GS timer on tech callback, and GS this relate to the the timer itself, like the new created object from timer class. Working is like check if you already do this like free. Okay, I'm setting working to false, so the onTech won't be called, cause on timer is, I think, called on the render of the window, maybe, I don't know really. Anyway, let me check. Okay, everything is working fine. After creating this object, for sure I'm using QuickJS JS malloc function. This will keep track of my this function here will keep track of my allocated memory. So if I didn't free it later or on game closing, it will just notify me I have an unfreed object. So this object here will contain the JS timer and working property and the JS object. Oh, and every time I like copying JS object, you should use JS duplicate value. It just increments a reference counter for this object. If I didn't use this one here, duplicate value, it will, the garbage collection will automatically free it. And I was just like assigning object to this object, and my timer didn't start. This was like keeping me like 2 days searching for a solution, and finally I released that the garbage collection of the GS freeing it automatically, because the code will start like this. I create a timer, okay, and here I will assign it to my window, open the window, run the application. you know, like it's like this script will end here, and QGIS engine treat it as a, you know, like how can I say it? It will treat it as a module, okay, not a main, not a global script. Like if I use import on my main file, it will treat it as a module. So I can really here I can export my stuff. Like if I want to export my window, okay, I think it needs this. Okay, and I can import this from another file. But anyway, what I'm telling you is, if you didn't use this timer like in a loop, or maybe referencing it to another object or stuff like that, the garbage collection will auto free it. So we need to duplicate the value to increment the reference counter. And GS set opq will set the data related to this whatever object I give it. So I save the data to use it later. and on timer start, I'm retrieving the data and checking on tick this one if it's already a function, and if timer is a really castle timer, and I've already created created it from T castle timer class. Okay, so everything will work fine. Okay, so and this one here, you know, I'm passing my window to this start function. It will be passed as a argument number 0. GS get window class data, it just, you know, a function implemented in GS window. Just need the context, the GS context, and this value is related to my window, not the timer itself. It's my window, and I'm using get opq2 to retrieve the data assigned to this window, because I already use the same technique. I have a GS window data record or structure. It contains GS window, okay, the T castle window base on render. Of course, I can already set it here. And this value is already, as I said before, related to the new object created from window class. Okay, I think I will implement a very, you know, like very fast thing, the UI font. I will just implement print. I think I should implement vectors first. I already implemented vector 3, but not in this project. I was testing like how to make operator overloading. I will show you this is manga, whatever. Here, the mail list for QGIS engine. Someone is already asking if he can implement operator overloading in C APIs. Okay, I already done it in Pascal. Okay, so operators create, it just need an list. It's not a list, it's like an object. Okay, every object related to the, let's say, you should define left and right property. Like if I'm adding two numbers like this one, let me show you. Let's say I have vector, okay, vector 3, okay. Adding two vectors is not like adding two numbers. I know it's different. I don't know really how it works, but let's see here. If I okay, if I check the vector class, okay, so here is operator overloading, add, subtract, negative, multiply, etc. So let's check. Adding two vectors will just add each like I think it have XYZ. Yep, XYZ maybe. I don't know if it's really XYZ or just data. So vector is single component equal other equal blah 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 blah. I still don't have a lot of knowledge about game engines and stuff like that. Let's see what happened in the chat. Are you building a game engine? No, nope, I'm not building a game engine. What I'm doing right now is implementing JavaScript engine inside Castle game engine. Like this engine is already up and running and it's free open source game engine. This one, Castle engine. It's written in Pascal, FreePascal to be specific. This engine works on a lot of platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, Nintendo. So you can write your game once and share it on every platform. But what I'm doing right now is letting people write their game with Castle game engine but in JavaScript. So I'm implementing JavaScript engine inside Castle game engine. So you can write your game in JavaScript. It will like make stuff easy for some developers. And this will help me a lot. Like I already gain a lot of knowledge about game engines and JavaScript engines. Okay, so as we see, the operator overloading, it just take A and B, left and right, okay, and it will treat left and right as specific a specific type. Like here, like if you check this one again here, okay, let's take this to here. If I already have a class called vector, I should set the properties operator set, and operator create will create overload operators for each operator, like here adding, here multiplying. So this one here, this is a example came with QGIS engine. I think it's the same, like, but the only changes, it's not a vector, it's point, whatever, XYZ, or no, not XYZ, it's XY. Each okay, Okay, each variable is a point variable. So here, let's say this one, he is trying to set a by default to be a number. You can't pass anything except number, and b will be a point. So point already have x and y, and a is a number, so it will multiply x by a, y by a, and make a new object from this class and return it. It's still the same. You already have two vectors a and b. You add each data 0 1 2, and the result will be the sum of a and b data. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we already have here, we already have a window up and running. I think it's time to check if onRender is really working or not. So I will implement just the print, okay, and I will use static vector for positions. I think it's not a position. I think this one is okay. Let's check. So print take x and y, okay, and color is okay. Let's check again. Vector for and text. Okay, so color is a vector 4. Okay, so this data here is just a combination of mathematical stuff to create a color. I don't know really how it works, but we will do it. So this one here, I think it shows a FPS. Okay, but I will render a static string. Okay, first of all, we need new unit. Okay, I will just, copy this one here, or maybe this one here. Nope. Maybe yes, window. I don't know if UI font is like a global singleton class. It seems to be like it's already, okay, wait a second. I don't know. Let's check. If UI font is null, it's okay. Yep, it's a singleton. It's a singleton variable. It's like exposing a global variable, and if it's not created, the engine will create it for you. So we don't need to make it like to act like a class. It just will be it will be a class, but with you can't use new. I mean, you can't create a new UI font object. I will just use a singleton here. It will make our life easier. Okay, so okay, here. Okay, it's just like copying all this code here. To here. So we don't need okay, first of all I need check the implementation again. We need to set x and y and a color and string. This is the first overload print, implementation of print, because you already have like a position, a vector to integer. I think it's, I can't click. What? Why I can't click? Oh, okay. So I can't click because the IDE detects some errors, as you will see here. Okay, let's what? Okay, and JSUI font for no, doesn't have any errors. Okay, let's just implement it. Okay, so I need to check where is the implementation of UI font. I can't click control. I don't know why. What? Okay, castle fonts. I think the one we need. I don't know if we need castle controls, but I will keep it. Okay, if we need to make UI font a class without constructor, I think I will copy the application implementation, not the window implementation, because application is already a singleton and it will do the job. Okay, so we don't need this one, and we don't need this one, nor this one, and castle fonts, yep. Utils, it's just some utils like a dumping GS object as a string, eval GS code, load script, blah blah blah, call GS function from Pascal. QGS engine. We don't need GS window. Okay, I think we don't need this one. Do we just need to rename this? Okay, I think the IDE don't like what happened before. Okay, now it's working fine. Okay, so I need to refactor this one, rename it to what we GS. Okay, UI font. Okay, so we already have a UI font. I don't need this one here, and this one too. I don't know if UI font has any properties, so let's check. It's just a constructor properties. So it have properties. Okay, but let's check this one here. Just create a default font. Okay. So I think I should implement FreePascal font, not the singleton one. But anyway, I will implement both. But for this, like for our purpose now, I will just implement print from the singleton UI font. Okay. UI font get properties. We don't have any yet. Set properties says same. We don't have any. Okay. Just when you like if I already do this, okay, and try to console log UI font, this will call this function here to object to string, and it will return UI font, just like overriding the toString property for this object or UI font class object, whatever. Okay, we don't have run, and so I need GS application to be GS UI font and expose it as a global function to be called from QuickJS engine here. So QuickJS engine creating a single module called Castle engine, this one here, and I'm exporting every single module to this. It's not a module, it's just let's call it a class. Okay, a class to this module, so we can import each one from this module. All I need to do is calling this one here with context and the module. Okay, so I need to GS UI font. This one will have the module reference to this module here, Castle Engine, and it will set module export. We need to change it to UI font. Okay, so we need to refactor this one. Okay, so F2 UI proto, and let's check every single line. Okay, so we don't have this one. Delete UI font proto object. So we are creating a new object. Okay, then we are creating list of properties and methods, whatever. Okay. I don't need all of this. All we need is print. Okay, print. We don't have any getter setters variables. We will do it later. So we have print. Print should be overloadable, like it will have multiple, implementation, as we see here in this. Let's see. Okay, main here we have this implementation takes xy color string. This one takes position color string, position color string. Okay, this one is different from this one. Wow. Okay. I was thinking a lot, like how should I control the overloading stuff for this print function, or any other multiple implementation for a single function. Like print have a lot of implementation and a lot of overloading. So I think what I will do is just like making, okay, let me show you. JS, I already deleted what? I can't speak. So JS UI font print. Okay, this one here takes an argument count and argument v. So let's say we have print, user will call UI font dot like, okay, print. So the first overloadable implementation will be like x and y and color red and a string hello, and the other implementations will be like here is a like print only. Okay, and this one is deprecated, we can't use it anymore. Okay, a position text vector 2 class and color and string, so it will be like this. Okay, I think what I will do is just like check for the argument counts, if and check every single parameter. For sure the last one will be always a string. Okay, string, yes, but I will check it anyway. And color will be checked, so I will check, you know, what overloading function to use based on how many parameters I have, plus I will check if it's a vector, and here I will check if these two is the numbers. Yep, I think it will work, I hope. Okay, so I will just, you know, take let me check 1 second. I have where render function, nope. Okay, so I will take this code here. Let's first test it directly, like without any. Okay, so this one here, let's choose the implementation again. Define proto string, object to string. Okay. UI UI font. Excuse me, and we already have this one here. Copy it and paste. Boom, boom, tuck. Okay, let's compile. Oh, what? Oh, I think we need something here. Anything? The same. Okay, I don't need this one. To just keep the code, you know. I will use it later. I will implement print here, implement print. I will copy this and window on render. Yep. I will just, okay, so anyway, maybe just wanna make sure this UI font, yeah, it's related to castle control. So the singleton is related to castle controls, not castle fonts. But I think I will use castle fonts to make the global class. Whatever, let's test this one here. Okay, so I will use, let's put it like in here, because I need to use data dot okay window and dot height is 18. Okay, this container already have FPS stuff and done. No. Okay, vectors. I think. Okay. Vectors. Yes. This here will be deleted later, just to test if it works or not. Okay, we have FPS up and running and printed. Cool. This is very cool. I think if I compile it as a release version, it will be a bit faster or a lot faster. I think the author already says it will be more faster. Okay, whatever, but I'm sure it will be a lot faster than debug version. Okay, so we know that print is working fine. All we need to do is implement it. So I will delete this one. Yep. And here. Okay, so I didn't update my to-do list. Okay, this is very blah blah blah. UI font, GSUI font. We have print. Okay, so I'm already implementing it. Okay, so we don't need to take anything from here. So I will keep the vector. Okay, it's just a color. I don't know really how it works, but whatever. This one will be a string. Okay. Yep, string. Okay, so we need let's see, UI, let's call it UI string. Yes. What if I no, that will not work. Okay, I will make a variable called okay. There was a small problem with internet connection, with my internet connection. Whatever. Let's check. Okay, vectors. We need vectors. So what I deleted from here will be used here. Okay. Boom, done. Okay, so first of all we need to like make a case for argument C. Okay, so we have 4 arguments. Okay. By default, this one will be null string or just an empty string, nothing, nothing serious. It will, I think it doesn't return anything. Yep, it's a procedure, not a function. So yeah, it will return undefined. Okay, so we need to check every single argument. We have argument v. Okay, we need to check gs is number. We need to check the first argument and the second one. Okay, and okay, if both is like numbers x and y, it will work fine. Then we need to check if this one is a vector for let's see, vector for xyzw, whatever w. Okay, it takes to zw, and vector for already takes like multiple implementation. What I will do is, okay, first of all, let's see, I need QGS util okay. Okay, I already implemented a GS object to string, so it just will take an GS object and convert it to a string if it's already a string, or whatever, it will convert it to a string, whatever, if it's a string or not, but it will do it in a way. So I need to check if GS is string argument 4. Okay, so here is 3 because it's already 0, 1, 2, 3, so counting starting from 0. All I have to do is UI string equals to GS object string, we'll give it the context and argument 4. Yep. Okay. Okay. Sorry for this, guys. Because I was having some problems with my internet connections. Okay, so let's continue. Here we take this argument number 4. Okay, and we are converting it to string. Okay, let's 1 second. Okay, so about vector 4, I think I will pass just like whatever. I will pass anything, so it will be like this. It will be like dot print. Already have here 0 dot height minus 18, I think. Yep. And here I will just like, maybe I will pass undefined whatever to be implemented, and string hello from GS. Oh, okay, let's see. I will compile it. And start. Boom. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I can't move it while debugging. Okay, so this check passed because we have 0 and this one here, and hello from GS. Cool. So let's keep it running. Hello from GS. This is cool. Yep. We have fully functional and running GS implementation for window, not a fully implementation, just window with render print. I'm happy with this result, really. I'm really happy. This is very, very good. So I just wanna check. This is height. It will be what if I give it here like 18. Let's see what. Okay. So we didn't pass X and Y. Okay, so we need to GS value get int. Yep. X and Y, and here is X and Y, and this one. Yep. Recompile, and let's keep it simple. Yeah, okay, and I can use this. This will refer to my window. Okay, but let me check. We are calling on render. Okay, so on render should be called with this. Yes. Yep. So call GS function take 2 arguments. The function object we need to call, which is in our case this one, and this object will be related to the window itself, which is this one. So this FPS string should be on top left. Yep, this is very nice. Yep. Hello from GS. Yep, very cool. I want to check the FPS while this is running, so just to make sure. Okay, this is not good. I will okay, I will so it's just, you know, like, what if I, yep, yep, this is good FPS. I think checking the arguments and stuff like in here didn't you know, like, didn't affect the performance, I hope. Okay, so let me check everything's running very good. So I think this FPS is still not as good as I expected. So what if I didn't set on render callback? I think it should just run fine. I mean, without it, like, I didn't mean it like if it will affect the performance or not. Okay, so we didn't have one rendered, so let's check without printing the file, the string. It's the same, like, didn't change anything. I think there is like FPS limit. Yes, this one, limit FPS. If I make it 0, okay, this should unlock the FPS counter. Yep, this will max the performance, but this is actually will be based on like your monitor. Like, my monitor is 144 Hertz, and this is actually what I'm having right here. I don't know why it's logged to my monitor, because my graphic card should do more. I have RTX 2080 Ti, whatever, but let's check if it will be the same. Yep, very nice, not affected at all, maybe a little while I'm moving and resizing. No, but anyway, this is a very good example. Yep, Okay, so we did it. Yep. But I think we need more like implement vector. Okay. I think implementing vector for will be a bit hard. Like vector 2 already takes a lot of time to figure out how to do the overloading stuff with the operators. Okay, so I think I will start like after implementing the basic stuff for the game to be up and running. I will start implementing the like for example taking care of everything related to this GS timer. I think I will do so. I don't know how to do it, but let's check to do what wait to do start done timer cancel. Okay, so I think stuff like callback props should not be a to-do item. Okay, I think it should be okay. This is fine. Okay, so this window will have like 1 2 3 4. Yep, very nice. This is very nice. Okay, this way I can like track everything separated. So I have like GS application, I have callbacks. This callback is done, and methods the same. On render, I think it should be like this. Nope, it's a callback. Still, it's a callback. Okay, and we already implemented the callback itself. So I will do it like this. Like on render already done, but we have to implement more stuff. The UI container argument, which is this one, container. This one should be a functional parameter, which should be an instance of UI container, TUI container. This one, TUI container. Okay, so this TUI container has a lot of stuff. Private, protected. Okay, and open, blah blah blah. Okay, we will focus on like the public and published and public methods and properties. Wow, we will have a lot of time implementing this stuff, but Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I hope you too. And I'm learning a lot. Okay, so let's see. We have callbacks here, props, one update should be implemented, and this one should not. Okay, yeah, this one should not be hard to be implemented. I can do it like now. Start. Yep, let's do it faster. Oh, okay. So I don't use magic definitions. Magic definitions just pass another argument, which is a magic number. Magic number will like what I'm using here. Okay. I just need to implement one function for get properties and set properties, and this magic number will, you know, separate everything. Like, I know if the developer requested like to set on render or height width, so I need to copy this one and implement it like timer props get timer props set. Okay, we will implement this later. So first, like, we need to change the implementation by adding magic to make sure everything is okay. I will copy and paste it. Okay, we have the getters and setters prop set. Yep. Okay. Timer interval. Okay, I will do it here. Constant values 0 and timer, what counter delay. Okay, we will call it C for counter. Counteract delay. Counteract delay. Okay, so no, let's call it counter delays. Counteract delays, whatever. Okay, so we need to set this one. We already have this one here. Okay, boom. Okay, we need copy it to make sure we are fine. Yep. Okay, so this is interval seconds, and this is counter act delays. Okay, so we need to make sure case statement with else. What? Okay, magic. Okay, timer intervals should be this. I'll copy it and paste it. Okay, so and we should not we I don't know, I think in here we just like returning undefined or throwing an error, like if user setting something. I don't think it's possible because setters and getters will not be called if only the user used one of these, like these properties. So I think we don't need it. Yep, I think we don't. Okay, so this one is no, counter delays, blah 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 blah. What? Component count. Okay, I think maybe the component count came from here. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we are setting this one here. Casing magic, and setters should be oops. Sure. I forget. Okay, so this one should be here, just like checking and setting the value. It will check if it is a float 64 value, cause timer can like dot interval seconds equal I can set it like 0.5. Should treat it as a float value, not a number. In GS it will I think it will treat it as a number, cause here in GS is number. It checks the tag from the GS value if it's an integer or float 64 tag. So I think number should be either an integer or a float number. Okay, this is good. So I can just like, okay, oops, I didn't check if it's a number. I just converted it. Okay, so I need to check. Okay, began. Okay, so GS is number value, and put this one here, and else I should throw an error, because who knows, maybe someone will. Okay, this one is what? Wait, a true or false? It's a boolean. I didn't notice. Okay, so this should be a boolean. Okay, to boolean it should. Okay, I think I already have another implementation like get boolean. Yep. Yes, it just get boolean. So I will make this to check if is boolean. Okay, and take the boolean value directly from the value, which is okay, wait, that's what? Okay, wait, is this value? This is a get property. What? Oh my god. Okay, so this implementation of magic set is not valid, because if you check here, we have this value and magic. So we need to take. Okay. Wait, where did I? Okay, I just take the get. Okay, yeah. Now I get it. I just copied this and here. Whatever. Okay, so this code should compile. What? Okay, yep, it's a boolean. I forget. Yep, and this should be like this because it's a boolean, not a number. Okay, so let's check again. We have okay, let's do this here too. Exceptions. Where is the exceptions? Yep. Timer, seconds, interval. should be a number. Okay, so what if this return I think we just need to exit with an GS exception. Maybe, yes. Yes, this should do the trick. Okay, let's take this, paste it here. So timer should be boolean. Compile. Okay, so if I did type this and clear and run, this should time delay. Okay, let's see. It should oops. I started the timer and freed. Genius. This should print, yep, every 2 seconds. Yep. Yep, good. Okay, so what if I make it like this? Okay, let's check if index equal like 3, then this dot interval seconds equal to half a second. Should be faster. Let's check. What? Oh, okay. This is good because as you can see here, our code is working just fine. Our internal error. Okay, so as you can see, it will give you the number main 14. Yep, here. Oh, okay. Why it should report this line, not 14. Okay, maybe it reports 14 because counter delay is a native function inside timer itself, maybe. Okay, anyway, let's my timer the second the two the true. This should solve it. Yep. So it's 1 2 boom. Yep, it works. Everything is working fine. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so let's see. What? Class onTick. Oh, we don't have a class called onTick. What the hell? This constructor function may be converted to class to. Anyway, okay, so right now we already implemented counter act delays, whatever this means. We can check the documentation here, API references. Okay, let me check everything is working fine. Okay. Okay, so should we contract the time of firing is even sooner? This helps to keep constant frequency of timer events over long time to keep multiple things like timer perfect synchronized with each other, but it may cause to execute a lot of time events sometimes in case application hang or something. Okay, so our to-do list will be updated based on the description and methods. So this is a published, blue means published property section. Okay. Green means it's a public function or procedure. Okay, very good. So we already implemented on timer, okay, which here called onTick. Maybe we can change it later. Update, I will implement it. I don't know. Maybe I will implement it like now. Property section. Okay, so I think I didn't find anything called property section, but let's check. Okay, we'll check it here. Data dot js timer dot property. Okay, yep, we have property section. I don't know what it should do, but there is no description about it here, so I think I will implement it anyway. So as I was saying, I will implement everything from the documentation itself. So like timer and window application. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we already implemented contract delays and interval setting, interval seconds. I think this one need to be adjusted, like check if this here really throw an error or not. So let me check. Oh my god. Projects get no, it's GitHub QuickJS and quick yep. Okay, so just float to free. Okay, so if it's a null, if it's below or equal null, it will get it as an integer. Okay, and return 0 means everything is fine, else it will do get it as float 64. So let's check here if it really throw an error or not. Okay, so if it no number free value is exception. Okay, should it have its exception? Okay, there is no throwing, I think. No error. Oh, okay. No. Here. Yep. It will throw error in this function. So yeah, I think all we just need to do is the result should be JS exception. It means you know, like in our side and FreePascal, let me show you. If I set counteract delays to 1, okay, here we are checking if it's a boolean or not. If it's not, it will throw an internal error telling people we should use a boolean, not a number. So if I test it right now, yep, timer contract delay should be a boolean. This is what will happen here. Okay, and this case is number. Oh no, I just to float 64, it will throw an internal error as we already saw in the code, and we just need to return an exception, so the engine will throw it here. And by the way, I'm using GS utils here. I already wrote it, okay, to dump the errors. So this all of these errors will be like compatible with the log, like this one, I mean castle log. Okay, so let's give it back to true. Okay, now we already have I think timer didn't affect the performance of like the FPS counting. Timer is working here. FPS still stable-ish. Good. And we can check if index equal to 10 and do a dot free. This free. Okay, so as I already said before, this will be related to the object timer we created from timer itself. If I have two different timers, this will be related to the callback. You know, like I will do an example here. If I have a loop, okay, for loop, index, okay, like we will have 4. So if we have 4 timers, okay, I think I should call it timer array and assign it to timer array index. Array equal yep. Okay, so we need to use this array. Okay, so this is an empty array. Index will be index. Okay, so every new timer will have its own object. Okay, so this will be related to whatever index, like if we are setting, let me show you what I mean. Every new timer, okay, I will set a tag, okay, with the index of the current index. So we have an timer object. This will be a dynamically created property with the value of this one here, and after 3 seconds, I'll take it, make it this one, console log timer tag equal this the tag. Okay, so this will be related to whatever object we are calling back right now. So if we are calling like the timer index number 1, it will be related to the timer index number 1. Okay, so we don't need to use the timer array index inside of callback function. Okay, just use this, and after 5 seconds we will free the timer. You can let it, you know, like let me show you. You can check, for example, if you want one timer to be, if this timer tag not okay, like if it's number 2, will just return. Okay. So one timer will keep running. Let's check the code quickly. We will create 4, I think 4 3 0 1 2 maybe. Let's log index. Creating timer. Okay, so let's check. I think it's already yep, it creates 3012. Okay, so yep, we will have 3 timers. Okay, 1 second, let me check the stream. Yep, working fine. Okay, so let's clean this one and run. So timer value 2 tag 2 0 1 2 3. No, it's, I think every second. Okay, wait. I think I need to put this here, like timer 1 value equals to this index. Whoa. This index is inside this one, so I should not use it. Is running. I think that is why we don't like, some people don't like JavaScript, because it will not, notify you are using a for loop variable in your code. Oh my god. Okay, so let's clear this CLS. Now we should, so index, actually we don't need this anymore. So after 5 seconds it will free itself automatically, each timer, except for timer number 3, which is 0 1 2. Okay, let's run. Okay, so we have number 2 1 0 is running, same. Okay, 4 5, boom. What why it's still running? Okay, so I think, oops, I again I used oh my god, I used this index as to check, but I can use index inside this, so it won't conflict with public this index. I need just to make it index high. Okay, and this one I will call it index. So the loop variable will be I. Okay, okay, I tag and untick will be the tag, and index is related to this index. If it's a 5, but we should increment it. This dot index increment. Okay, go. We have index is not defined. Number 33. Well, okay, I. Yep, I. Okay, so we have 210, 210, 210. Boom. This should keep. Oh, yep. All timers has been freed except for number 2. Yep, that is good. Good morning, bro. Yep, I'm fine, thank you. Yep. More power. I still didn't sleep from yesterday, so yeah. FVS is really fine. Nothing is dropping. Everything working a very cool way. Okay, so lately I'm thinking to implement like detecting if the GS file changed. Like if you are in Windows, Mac, Linux, it will check if your file has been changed, and it will notify like the engine and reload it. Maybe it will be like, you know, more productive, make your life easier. And for Android and iOS, I think I will implement like maybe a TCP connection, like small compact TCP connection. Just like if you want this code to be like, we need to update this to timer X, and we need to send it to our phone to be updated and reload the engine, not the engine, I mean reload the code. Okay, I think, yeah, maybe, or maybe I should use WebSockets, whatever. Anyway, both will work fine. So I think I need to okay. And one more thing, like after each timer is freed, except for the third one. Okay, let's see. Yep, after closing, the engine will like everything will be freed for you. You don't need to free it, and here you don't need to actually. You just, you know, up and running, close, freed. I implemented free just like if you don't need this timer anymore, just free it. And let's check what it all about. Okay, so timer free is just like I'm stopping the timer from working and set on timer to null, which is in C like null, and I'm setting the property on tick to undefined. So window, or our window, okay, won't find on timer, so it won't be called anymore, and it will by default free it later. And here on tick will be undefined, so if we check here on timer tick, which is here, we already checking in the call gs function if my function or whatever function is a function. Like if I already set it here to undefined, it will for sure not be a function like here. Okay, so we did it. Boom. Oops. I think it takes a less time than this, because you know I was testing and stuff like that, so whatever. I think it should be like 10 minutes. Yeah. It just should be good, because if you see here, I implemented both width and height in just like 7 minutes for both, in total for both. Okay, GSUI font. This is really good. The first thing to be printed in our window. Hello from GS. Thanks for watching. Very good. Yep. Okay, let's check if it can print Unicode strings, cause like I can type in Arabic. Okay, Ahlan, which means hello. Oh, okay. I don't know, but I think, does print support Unicode? I think I should ask the engine founder, and maybe I can check it here. Like, what if I type here Ahlan, recompile. Oh, okay, we don't need this anymore. Okay, compiling, fine. Oops. Yep, no Unicode support. Anyway, I think it's not a problem, but I think if Unicode is supported, it will be much better. Like if I want to make my game in different languages. Okay, let's see if anything like Unicode. Okay, I think this. Okay. Wait. I think this one may be related to which font we are using. Maybe. Okay, let's see. So texture data DG sans, which in source fonts. Okay, let's see. Fonts. Okay. Free type. Huh. Deja vu sans deja vu. Okay, I don't know if any of these fonts. Okay. I think the engine already implemented a tool to convert fonts to Pascal implementation of this font, I think. This is cool. Really cool. Like it. Okay. This is nice. Yep. Yeah, I think the Unicode issue is related to what font we are using. Okay. So next I will implement T-drawable image. T-drawable image. I will call it GS drawable image. We should have I don't know what we should have. Okay, let's check the documentation. The best way is to check the documentation. Yes, here and class T drawable image. Okay, let's see. We have class T drawable image. Okay. The hierarchy of its object, blah blah blah. Okay. So we are interested only in published and public fields and methods and properties. Description. Yep. This description will help a lot. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I think I will start with the most basic stuff like teardrop image needs URL. Okay, so let me show you how URLs or castle data URI is working. So if we are here, data, okay, so you should have a data folder which contains whatever data you have. Okay, so in excuse me, so if you have like textures, my image, you should have a folder called in this data folder called textures and contains my image. Okay. I think I will start with this one. Like if we check the here, okay, yeah, here, snake image, t-trouble image, create t-castle data, oh no, okay, castle data and snake.png, which is this one. Yep, 4x4, yep. Okay, and snake flip, which, like, if I zoom it, you may see what is the difference. Like these lines, this line is like it's going to the left and this one to the right. Okay. Okay. This, let's see, create a smooth scaling. I think it will be, you know, like it's not very hard to implement. I think I will start implementing it right now, but I need to check. Okay, so okay, at first we load the snake image. Okay, then and window render, which on render here we should draw it like rabbit x scaling. I think the image contains everything, like it contains the head and tail, left, up, right, down, and the rabbit, and this block contains its background. Okay, I think I will load the image and just throw it just to see what we will get. Okay, so I was implementing like stuff related to this code. We have a snake class. Okay, um, this is a snake module. It will have tail kind, which is this one, head, tail, turn, straight. Okay, and I should implement whatever related to the snake in this class. And I'm exporting class and tail kind. Tail kind will be like, if you do it like this, import, I can import all from snake.js. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to specify as what, or I can snake and tail kind from snake.js. snake.js. Yep. I don't know if Castle game engine will like this one, because if you can, if you see here and okay, let me show you. Okay, and this code in the implementation, I'm using initialize QGS, okay, with main.js, main.js, okay, highlight, load the script. Loading script will be using still the same method, castle data, and I'm pathing the script path. But for modules, I think everything will be changed. That's why I will, I will implement my own module loader. So if it see any JS files, it will use load script instead of like opening the file from this path. Okay, because this path will be related to the current directory, not the main JS directory. Okay, so I think I need to check this, like if I log snake, it should give me this code. Okay, or let's see. Yep, could not load module file name snake. What if we yep, still the same. Yep, we need to implement our own JS module loader. Okay, so let's do it. I think it's a very important one to be implemented. So let's see. The one we are using is from QuickLibJS libc implementation. Okay, I think I will just here. Here we are like we are setting the ES module loader, okay, which is this one. Oh, by the way, we can in QuickJS we can load native libraries as if it's a, a JavaScript module, like what Node.js is doing. So let's see. Yep. As you can see here, it's checking for .so. Okay, the extension of the file, and if it is, it will, it will load it with a SO loader. If you see in each one of our modules, okay, we have timer initialize, and I will show you how it works. Like it loads the file, okay, here it will load the file, and I take a handle and GS initialize module. It should be this one. Initialize, it will take context and module definition, okay, which is a pointer to this, the pointer to the module, I think. Module name, no, it should. Okay, so I'm using another technique to implement my GS, stuff, but I will show you. Line here, okay. Pascal demo examples. Okay, I think an examples. Okay, this one contains JS initialize module, okay, and I think that's it. Yep. Initialize, yes, it returns a module, okay, so it takes the module name, okay, and it creates new module, which I did already here, a new C module, because I'm implementing everything inside Castle Engine module, so anything else will be like a class, a class exported from this module. But in here it should take a name and creates the name of the module based on the name you are importing from it. So yes, yeah. Here, yes, and it will support the point code and blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's implement our GS module loader, which is the most important. Okay, so we need to change this one here with this one. Okay, so it takes a context and module name, a pointer to the module name, and OQ, which is a pointer to a data, I think. So let's start. First of all, we need M as a GS module definition, okay, which is a pointer nothing more. I think I will use module. Okay, so first let's see what module name contains, because I want to check if it really call our method here or not. Let's do this like module path equal to this. Run. Okay, very good, it really works like snake.js. But I think this is good, like we don't need to care about this. Okay, let's check again. Good. What if I did something like this? Yep, good. This is very good. Okay, so I think so let's do it like this. I will copy the module name. Okay, module name as a string. I will convert it to a string. Okay. I will cast it. It will do it for me. And compile and check. Okay, good. I'm converting it to the string. It has like a lot of helpers and stuff like that. It will help me a lot. So I think we need to get file. Okay, I need to import to the needed. Okay, so I think I need to make it like this, we have system utils and file utils. What? Okay, I think I need to import class base. No, it's I don't remember. Okay, let's it called class. Nope. Yep, utils, las utils, yes. Okay, las utils. Okay, Lazarus file utils. Let's see. I need to get file. Okay, no. Oh, okay, extract. File extension. Yep. Okay, .gs. Very good. Okay, so first of all, we need to check the extension. If lowercase this equal to .gs. Okay. Okay, so we don't support loading native modules for now. Maybe later, maybe. Okay, so what I need to do is loading the file. Okay, and okay, so I will use load script for sure. Script content, okay, as a string. So script content load script main name module name أو ممكن or I just I didn't speak English a lot, so sometimes I speak in Arabic. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm using Castle Data URI. Okay, so whatever in here, it should be in data folder, which is right because we already have snake.js. Okay, okay, it should okay, so I think is there any check if the file exists or not? Okay, so it will create a file stream and read the file. Okay, result will be why there is an ECMAScript on JavaScript. I don't know. Okay, so I think I will just like check the okay, I need to check the path if it's really there or not. I don't know how. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, can link download actually use the network as all download is? This is initially false. If you want to really use network, change it to true. بعدين okay, like again I'm talking. Okay, return a stream to read given URL. Return a stream is suitable only for reading, and initial position is always at beginning available or return. Logger is always okay, I think we okay, it this really gives me a lot of, like a lot of ideas. Like I can implement uh, downloading the game script from your server. Like if I'm having um, a website, okay, let's say um, here, like in GitHub, okay, I have a repo, and this repo have the GS like this one, okay. So I may add later ability to like fetch the content of the file from the website and execute it. Yep, this will be really good idea, I think. Okay, so if it is empty, then just okay, it will by default return. Okay, so initial value, I think it will be here, okay, and I think we should, okay, I don't know, like we should not throw exceptions here, like there is no exceptions. Okay, let's see. So what I need to do right now is if not empty, okay, so I can continue like the same sequence, checking if everything is fine, so I can continue my code. So I just need to eval this as a module and compile only, like we need to compile it only. We can use eval buffer and it will use the same okay, so I I think the return value from here is JS value, okay, which is this one here, okay. So I need to specify the eval flags as type module, okay, and it will load it with flag ibot, which is type module, and eval flag compile only. It will give a return value. Check if there is no exception. If there is no exception, it will set the module metadata, okay. And it's set main to false. So by default I already implemented this one as a parameter, so I will put it as false. This is always true, the return value, and eval function. I think here we don't need to call this one. As we see, there is no call to this one. We don't need to evaluate the the code inside of this module. It will treat it as module only. This is really good. So what I will do is copying this one. Okay, I will paste it here and take this one, put it here. File name, it should be the module name. Okay, buffer length. Okay, so I script content and p character pointer character to this one, string length p character to this one. Okay, so let's check again. What we need to do is loading the script. So I need to load it the castle engine way. Okay, evaluating the script with the return value, which called function value, which is GS value. Okay, so I need a GS value. We don't need to call this. Okay, okay, GS free buffer. We don't need to free this buffer. We already using Pascal string. You know, like I will, if we already done this, I will do an empty string and it will free yet. Okay, so it will check the function value if no exception. Okay, so by default the return value will be null. Okay, so I don't need to like check or typing else return null, because the result initially will be null, except if we made it till here. So like if this is not an exception, we will use JS module set import meta and use this false. Okay, true false, this one. Okay, JS meta. Okay, so I will just copy paste. We don't need result equal to m, which is the module, and I just need to make it like this. Boom. Good. Okay, let's check it again. Okay, so we don't support loading native modules yet. So what we are doing is we are loading the script, and if it's empty, like if I don't know, like I think I need to check if the file is really exists or not, but I will check this. So let's run the game. Okay, I think it works. Yep, it works. Module path, good, very good. Okay, so what if I printed this except, boom, and it's an object. I can use json.stringify tail kind and here we go. Yep, head, straight, turn, tail, 0 1 2 3. Very nice. Okay, so we have our module loader. Like, I can use it to import any kind of stuff. Like, I can use it to import okay, 1 second. I think we don't need this one. Yep, we don't need it. Okay, let's check stream is running, up and running, good. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is checking the code again. Where is the file? Okay, so we are evaluating the file with module type and compile only. Okay, then checking for exceptions, setting number metadata, we're getting pointer for the object, and it will be the module. We're freeing the okay, so freeing is just like it's decrementing the reference counter. So I think GS eval, it's like returning GS object, okay, with like I didn't like dig in the QuickJS internals, but I already like I have a lot of knowledge about how stuff is working and how it should be done. Okay, so about data code propagates exception. The module is already referenced, so we must free it. Okay, so I think maybe ext, I think it will be better, like ext, like I don't need to extract the file extensions and lower casing it every time I need to check the extension, just one time and I will use it everywhere. Okay, so using a custom module loader is good for a lot of stuff. Like maybe in late future I maybe import like music and images dynamically. Like I want t-drawable image. Okay, so t-drawable image, it needs castle data and snake, whatever you like, whatever the file you are trying to load. So what I will do here is okay, check for .bing. Okay, after checking .bing file, okay, so every time a module loaded, it should return something, like it should return a module. Okay, so But I'm sure I can do it. Like if it needs a pointer to an object and GS object, it's doable. I am sure I can do it. Yes, I will load like a window. Okay, window, it need to be created from this class ID, which is created down here. Okay, no, here, new class ID, and new class and properties and row to functions. Yep, it will be as like they are calling it synthetic sugar. Okay, so we already have our custom module loader. It's not complicated, it's really compact small module loader. Very good. Okay, so I think today, okay, so let's see, engine like here, custom, okay, should I call it okay, custom implementations for GS engine. This one will contain, okay, custom module loader compatible with Castle game engine. Done. Okay, I think in the future we will need to implement other stuff like this std helper. Okay, so std helper is like console log, script arguments, print, load script. We already, I think I already have load script. I have it. Yep. No. Nope. I don't. But anyway, it's a very like not whatever. It's a very easy thing to do. I just need to like get a global object. Okay, create a new object. JavaScript new object. Set properties for this object log. Okay, and this property should take a function which is the native implementation is jsprint, which I already have something similar here. Okay, it's really similar to this one, but I need to implement it the right way. Like I don't need to get exceptions, just need to get the string, okay, like object string, and print it with an Castle engine log. Okay, one is the length for the log, and set the global object console to console. Like when I'm using console, this console, I'm referring to this object here, and log to this GS print here, and whatever it takes it will. Okay, and it loops for every, like here it have an argument count, like here is two arguments. Okay, it will do the same. I think I already implemented this in the demo. Pa, pa, pa. Okay, I think I deleted, I think, maybe. Let's see. Nope. Yep, this one, log me, custom implementation of log, which is the same implementation to this one, but I'm using, instead of using boot character and libc stuff, I'm using the Castle game engine log functions here, you know, like if I hide this one and this one, it's the same. Like here, I'm looping through every argument count, argument v. I will I'm using gs2 string. See, okay, to string length, okay, whatever. Okay, so I don't need length to output the string, so I think I already used it like this. And here, if I'm okay, where is okay, I think I deleted the implementation, but whatever, I already have it here. Okay, I just will, like this one, I'm using right line log from Castle game engine. I think it's the same here. Yep. It's the same. Very good. Okay, so I think I will implement our custom implementation from std add helpers, because std helpers, it's just, okay, let's see, okay, nope, go back, alt left arrow, okay, nope, what, kidding, whatever, okay, and std add helpers, it just console log and script arguments. Script arguments is, it really came from here, like I'm pathing argument c and argument v, which is like if I'm using an argument with my game, for example, or whatever I'm doing, I can pass it to the std helper, and script arguments will have whatever arguments related to this one. I think I was having a bug in this code and I fixed it, but let's see. I'm sure I was having a bug in the code. So okay, let's open. Yep. Here I should like arguments he minus one and sending pointer to the first, like argument v is array of pointers, okay, and helper here, okay. Let's see, take arguments here, okay, argument v, and converting each argument to a string, okay. This is a new array, and this is the index set property, okay, like index and argument and the value, okay. So I need in Pascal, this one is a pointer to like argument v itself is a pointer to array of pointers, okay. So I need to, so this array of pointers is like this. If I have an address, okay, address 0 and this 1 2, let's see, okay, this address would be in this, the sequence would be like this address will contain the file name, okay, address, the next address will contain test, the next test xxx, okay, and so on. So I need to pass like argument one, argument v1, okay. It without that, it will just pass the value like this one, pointing to an address which contains an string, which it will be test. No, it will, okay, yeah, it will point to, like, let me check, it's a pointer to a pointer, okay. So yep, I was right, okay. It points to a pointer, which this pointer contains a text, okay. So if I pass the pointer to this one, okay, so this one here will have like my array of arguments, but I starting from this index, like from index 1, okay. So it will have whatever after this one, but for now let's stick with std helpers. Okay, what else? Okay, this one implemented in the QuickJS itself, not the libc stuff. It enables operator overloading, like adding, subtracting, blah blah blah. What else? Okay, I think okay, that's it for today. tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow after, whatever. We will continue on our to-do list. I think I can add here, add our own console object. Okay, this object will contain like log form and error. This will be like with, maybe I will add coloring to to it. I already have it implemented in my other project. It's called simulator. Okay, so let's see. I have it here. Simulator. Okay, as you see, simulator contains where is yep, here we go. Okay, so log me is C function with a magic number. It like print 0 log 1 info 2 warn error. Okay, and it's all related to this console object. And I think like I don't okay, so I don't need this one because I already have it here. Yep, I already have the same implementation. Okay, no, I'm doing it like print log info or error. It's a global function, like you can use it directly. You don't need to write console.log, just log and it will work. Because I'm setting it to the global object. But yeah, I think using console.whatever is better and specific to what we are doing. Oh, still streaming. Yes, my man, I'm still streaming. I will end the stream soon. I was just like showing some stuff related to the project. Okay, so what else? I have like the implementation here. It's very simple. Magic, choose a text color. Text color is multi-operating system, like cross-platform aware. Like if it's on Windows, it will use its console screen buffer info and change the attributes related, like light red, it will use 12, which is like the light red color, and blah blah blah. Okay, on Unix systems it uses I don't know what they call it, but I think it's, you know, like if I take this and use it, it will change the color to this red color, blah 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 stuff. Text color and normal video is just like clearing the colors I set for the console, and still work for both Unix and Windows. And if you check here, you will see I'm setting the color and writing logs, then return it to normal. Switch case. Here is switch case. Switch case in FreePascal is different from what you are like in C. You need to break from this case. There is no breaking from here. It already know you are done, so you are done. Let me show you how it works. Like if let's say in this here, okay, magic, we have this magic value as an integer. Okay, let's say if it's 1, I can like return value gs non-value. Okay, I don't need to write break. If I have 2 and the result is gs I think we have okay, false, true, like false. Okay, I don't need to write break after it, but if I need to write like multiple lines, all I need to do is just do it like this, like if magic multiplied by 2 equal whatever. Okay, this one here is a multiple line case. I don't need to write break at the end. It will break like this line. If magic is equal to 1, the result will be gs none, and the default value for the case will be in this else. Like if magic is not 1 or 2, like if it's 3, it will execute this condition here. Okay, save it, compile, let's do final test. Snake game works fine, very good. Okay, I think the next will be to implement to drawable image, gs drawable image, just to like have the snake and the related stuff to the game. I think after implementing the drawable image, what we'll have to do is converting this function here to JavaScript. So like the render, one render will contain the same stuff, but it will be in JavaScript. Okay, so like we already have UI font print, okay, and it works fine. We like ix and iy to max xy, whatever, it's like it's already all in the snake unit. We already have a snake class, and I will implement everything, like all these variables in here. Okay, so stuff like this, if it's already a global variable, I will maybe, I don't need to put it in the snake here. We need it to be a global variable, so I think putting it here will be like better. And let's see how the code looks like okay. So we need to implement this one. It's a very like simple drawing. I think this one is used to draw the background, like the image here have this block which contains a background. Yep, draw grassland. Yes, it uses this block here and of like go crazy drawing every block in the game. Show game score. Okay, this I think there is already a post about me implementing this. Okay, yep. So if you can see here in this video, like the rabbit, the snake, the background, everything is drawn like separated. This is a license string, which is this one, music by meter, whatever, I can't read it. Throw rabbit. Okay. This is really like interesting to me. Can't wait to see it fully up and running in JavaScript. This will be huge for me. Like, we don't even need to implement anything other than the image drawable. The movement, I think about the movement, I will implement the smallest AI ever, which is the same like this one. Okay, I'm done. See you tomorrow, I hope, and peace.